Hello and welcome back to the Spartan Postgame Show. Ross Gordon joined now by the head coach of Norfolk State University, Coach Larry Vickers. 59-51 your final score. The Spartans improved to 6-0 in conference play, 12-7 overall. 15 points for LaDasia James on 5 of 9 shooting. She led the way, 4 assists, and to go along with 5 steals tonight. Defensively, we did a great job. 18 steals tonight, forced 29 turnovers.
Yeah, we forced 29 turnovers and we turned the ball over 23 times. It was crazy because I was telling the team like how crazy our turnover margin was right before the game started, how we were doing a great job not turning the ball over, and I jinxed us. So I apologize, ladies. I won't tell you anything great anymore.
3 players in double digits tonight.
Yeah.
And we won by 8, but it never seemed like this game was in doubt at any point. Maybe early in the ball game it was nip and tuck, but you know, maybe that second quarter where they came back a little bit, but they played well to start, and then we closed it out. But this game, it just didn't have that rhythm that you want to look for in the basketball game.
Well, you're trying to give them some bulletin board material. You want to debate me and saying something I shouldn't say.
No,
you know, I felt like today, you talked about rhythm for us. In the third period and the fourth period, I take full blame for how many points we scored. After we broke the press, I was kind of just letting us play one-on-one. I should have kind of pulled them back and restrained a little bit and got into more sets. That's my fault. But I was just trying to see how we adjust and how we would play. Like you said, the game was really never in question. It's just a situation where I let them play a little bit and I shouldn't have.
Looking at a game where this is one of those games where it seemed like if we were going to win the game, we had to do the small things, the gritty things, and I think we did a great job of that today. They got some rebounds late. For most of the game, we're neck and neck with them. That's one of the things you said. We had to control the defensive boards. They got 12 offensive, but some of them were late. We did a good job of controlling the things we needed to today.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it before the ball game. That's the number 1, number 2 offensive rebounding team in our league. And we held them to 12. It was really single digits, like you said, for most of the game, and we let some bad ones get away from us at the end. We have to want to be great for all 40 minutes. I know there's a human element where, you know, when you're up at X amount of points, where we need to be able to take it to 40. And that's the next piece for this ball club, and once we do that, we'll be all right.
Look at the way the ball game started. We didn't play with Jeanette in the first quarter. We outscored them 17-8. That shows you what this ball club could be, or if they need to be at any point in time. It's not a one-man show.
We have good depth. I looked at the stats. We have 3 people scoring in the top 15 in the league: Jeanette, LaDasia, and Blair. So we have multiple weapons. Twin had a double-double last game. Today she had another 10-point ball game. So you can run around and double Jeanette if you want to. We'll have our other weapons hurt you.
And again, you have to like the way LaDasia's playing, just very aggressive, and everything looks smooth with her. She's back to that. I'm going to the basket. I'm getting good looks. I'm taking the shots I need to take. LaDasia that you like.
Yeah, she only shot 2 threes today. That's telling how she's trying to penetrate, because she can't shoot the basketball and shoot it at a high clip. You know, these games early in the season, she was shooting 8, 9, 10. So it's good that she's aggressive. But early in the season, she was also really just coming back from a bad high ankle sprain. She probably came back a little earlier than she should have. But when it's your season, when your senior season and you want to play, that's what happens.
She filled up the stat sheet tonight, and she's our Spartan Partners post-game player of the game. 15 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals for the senior from right here in Virginia Beach. Yeah. So good game for her. Hey, we get a couple days rest before we get on the road on Friday to take on North Carolina A&T on Saturday, Super Bowl weekend. We mentioned it earlier, and I guess we'll end with this. We grew up, you and I grew up in maybe the Kobe Bryant era, and I think we've had great debates over the years. Who's better, Kobe, maybe?
No, some of y'all, if you were on the bus when we were talking about who's better, Kobe versus T-Mac. You know, those were those 2003 arguments.
Yeah.
And for those to develop into him versus Bron and now him versus MJ potentially. Like, it's a sad day. I told the team I was 13 when he got drafted. I was 12 when Kevin Garnett got drafted. So those were the guys that really kind of were very influential in my life basketball-wise, and I was born in Philly, so I always had a liking for Kobe Bryant. So it's a sad day. Can't go on social media Can't really turn the TV on without seeing his face, so I've been trying to avoid doing those things.
And again, our thoughts and prayers going out to his family. Well, we thank you for stopping by today. Another victorious day for the Spartans, 59-51, 6-0 in conference play as the Spartans get set for North Carolina A&T on Saturday. For Larry Vickers, I'm Ross Gordon. Thank you for watching and listening to NSU basketball right here on the NSU Sports Network.
Go Spartans.
Hello and welcome back to NSUSpartans.com and the NSU Sports Network right here, fueled by Gatorade. Ross Gordon joined now by the Team Spartan Partners post-game player of the game of the women's side. Norfolk State wins that one 59-51. Her name is LaDasia James, 5 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 2 from downtown, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 15 points, 4 assists, and 5 steals to lead the way for the Spartans, who win their 6th straight ball game in conference play. Now 12-7. Overall, 59-51 over a tough Florida A&M team. Lyle will talk a little bit about this game from start to finish. We played good basketball, especially in that first quarter. I think a lot of people know what we are with Jeanette, but I don't think they expect a lot of us without Jeanette on the floor. And we proved in the first quarter that we can play as a team without Jeanette on the floor, even though it helps that she's on the floor.
Yeah, like you said, everybody knows what we can do, like, when we have Jeanette. So to actually get a jump out on them, like, without her, it shows, like, what type of basketball team we are.
15 points, and you guys started early. I think you were 5 of 7 in the first half. Maybe didn't have to take as many shots. You were very aggressive going to the paint. 4 of 4 from the free throw line as well. Talk a little about your night offensively.
Offensively, I just was not trying to really force a lot of things, just like let the game come to me and like see what they allows me to do. Like, they wouldn't allow me to shoot a lot of threes this game, so I knew like I had to try to find other ways to score. So I just started attacking the basket and, try to get my teammates involved, and then that just led to our lead and so forth.
Yep, we went up by 19 at one point and ended up winning the game by 8. It never seemed like we didn't have control of the ball game, which is exciting. And I know we have to play them again. They're a good basketball team. They're a tough basketball team, a lot of length, and they defended us well for most of the game.
What I can say for the most part is that once we get the lead, we tend to let down and relax a little bit. So that's one thing that I know, like, us as a team, like, we talked about in the locker room, like, before our coach came in, that, like, when we have the lead, we have to find ways to close the basketball game early instead of letting teams feel comfortable enough to come back in and try to stay around. So, like you said, like, we're a great basketball team. We're, every practice, we're getting better, every game, getting better. We just have to learn how to close out basketball games when we have the lead.
I think it's also important to win the games at home. You got to win the games at home. And a lot of people say win the games at home, split on the road is what you want to do. And we've done a good job, especially here, of putting teams away and winning games at home.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, we got to do a better job. As the season only gets harder. It gets harder, and we haven't gotten a break. It's not like we've got a break to start the season, but North Carolina A&T is our next opponent. We know who they are. They haven't changed much. They're a bigger team. They get up. They like to defend. They can press you full court, much like this FAMU team that we saw. But they have a lot more size inside. We've seen FAMU beat North Carolina A&T in our last matchup in the scope. Their team that's pretty good. They've lost 2 games coming into today, but they won today. What do we have to do to prepare for North Carolina A&T?
Just lock in mentally. Like you said, we've seen them the last time we played them, so like we know what they're capable of doing. We know that they're a good basketball team overall. So I just feel like if all of us come in locked in on the scout mentally and use this as a way to just keep moving forward. Like, we just got to know what they're doing and just be locked in. I feel like everything else will fall into place as long as we lock in on the scout for our practices and stuff this week. Like, it'll lead to us getting the victory against North Carolina A&T.
I've asked pretty much everybody who's come on the radio today with me or has been on the interview with me just about your thoughts. This is a tough day yesterday in the basketball world with Kobe Bryant passing away in the helicopter crash, but as a woman, I know it's good to see young basketball players and what Gigi, his daughter, was becoming as a basketball player. I know it's something, especially with the daughter. I'm sure that you want her to play basketball at some point in her life. Talk a little bit about what Kobe Bryant meant to you as a basketball player and just about your thoughts on what happened yesterday.
Kobe Bryant, like I always thought he was the GOAT. You know, he's good at what he do offensively. He's a leader on the floor and stuff. So like losing him, like it really hit differently. Like it was like I actually knew him, and you know I've never met Kobe like a day in my life, but the relationship, the passion that he has for basketball, like it's just it's sad, and I don't know. I'm really speechless. Like it seems so unreal, you know, and it's definitely heartbreaking. Prayers go out to him and his family because that's tough.
And we did a good, nice thing before a moment of silence for both games. And I know, again, like it's hard to think about it in the moment, but Kobe Bryant is gone. He's 41 years old, and some of the things that he had going on with his Mamba Academy is still going to go on, so you still remember the legacy will live on. But thank you for stopping by and sharing us your thoughts. And congratulations on getting the game. I haven't seen you in the ice bath. Maybe one is all you need.
No, I need another one.
Yes, the final score tonight, 59-51. LaDasia, thank you for stopping by. We'll be back after this break as the Spartans win, leading now at halftime 42-23 over FAMU on the men's side on the NSU Sports Network.
Thank you.
Thanks.